Hi there, Adrian here, mortgage broker based in Sydney. On this channel, we talk about finance, lending, and all things investments. Now, I'm a very big reader and watcher of Tom Panos, a real estate agent, as well as real estate coach and auctioneer. So, on this topic, we're going to be discussing the property market and what's been happening at the moment. Now, I watched his video last Saturday where he did 13 auctions, and he's openly discussing how the market is cooling. Now, out of the 13 auctions that did go through, including someone winning the auction as well as doing a negotiation after the auction, the clearance rate that he experienced was 5 out of 13, which says that the market is really cooling. Now, this is the market based in Sydney, so there are other markets that are still pumping at the moment. Case in point, the Brisbane market and the Adelaide market. But as a whole, things are definitely cooling down a little bit compared to the 20 to 30% rise over the 2020 and 2021 period. Now, we're not just having to deal with that, we're having to deal with what's happening from an RBA and a government level at the moment as well. So one thing that we have this year is the government election that's coming up. So normally the market cools a little bit until that goes over. And also too, we've got a lot of discussion at the moment regarding interest rates. Now, some people, now the RBA is saying that there might be, 2, 3, or 4 interest rate rises, and that may start from around July of this year. But let's be completely honest here. The interest rates on owner-occupied used to be on the 2 and 3 year fixed rates only 4 months ago. They used to be under 2%. Now they're well and truly over 2.8% up to 3.2% at the moment, depending on the lender that you're looking at and depending on the length of the fix that you're looking at the moment. So really all of the fixed rates have already gone up to where they think the RBA level is going to go up to anyway. So really the majority of the market are seeing the discount on the variable side at the moment and getting those variable rates, but they know that 2, 3, or 4 interest rate increases are coming. All right, so anyone that's taking out a mortgage right now, including me, I'm buying investment properties. Even if you're getting a low 2% rate on owner-occupied at the moment, you know that you need to have buffers up to, say, a 2.7 to a 2.9 at the moment in the market, and that's really where interest rates may go. Now, obviously, no one has a crystal ball and no one knows exactly where they think the rates are going to go, but at the end of the day, we can just go off where the fixed rates have gone and use that as a guide. All right, and then when you look at over the last kind of 40 years, you've seen interest rates from the late 1980s go from about 18 to 20% down to where we are at the moment. Now, when interest rates did go up, the highest that they've actually gone up, because the trend line is down the whole way, the highest that they have gone up during any correction is 1.75%. So we're using that as a guide to see on if they go over or under that amount to quell the inflation that's in the market at the moment. So really, there's a lot of people getting jittery at the moment. You can tell the amount of people turning up to auctions, there's less people there. Some of the markets are still hot, like your Brisbane and Adelaide markets, but at the end of the day, if you're getting into investments and you don't have large buffers, you're going to get hit pretty hard by these interest rates. So at the end of the day, it's that's where we are in the market at the moment. We can see that the clearance rates are down, which means that the buyers have already adjusted on what they're willing to pay, but the sellers are, still wanting top dollar. They haven't really changed as of yet. And once the clearance rates start coming back up again, we know that prices will start dropping, because that's the direction of the market that we're in at the moment. So it'll be very interesting to see over the next couple of months on where we're at and what we're seeing. But from my buyer's point of view, I'm hearing a lot more negotiation happening that wasn't happening in the past. A lot of my clients, they're able to actually get their offers at least heard. In the past, in the last 6 to 12 months, if your offer wasn't an aggressive offer and it didn't have good terms, half the agents in Sydney weren't even looking at the offers or weren't even giving any feedback. They were just totally disregarding people because if you weren't that top buyer, they didn't have time for you. So I think that market is changing. So making sure that you're dealing with real estate agents, making sure that you're understanding, how they're acting and how they're changing in this market compared to the last 6 to 12 months will give you a good guide on, if there's any room for negotiation or not, and where you are on the totem pole of all the buyers and the bids on that particular property that you're looking at. But I am seeing a lot of my buyers. I've got 3 that just went under contract in the last, say, week and a half. So those were people that were having problems with getting offers accepted when the market was so heated. So this might be a good time to start, having a look, having less competition on the buying side. And if you're willing to have those buffers and you put those buffers in place, you might be in a good position to buy when a lot of people are running away. So that's where the market is at the moment. We are in a little bit of a transition from a very heated market into a cooling market. So it is turning more into a buyer's market, say now, and into a lot of the interest rate rises in the next 6 to 12 months. Obviously, things can change at any one time, but this is just an update on what I'm seeing, what my clients are seeing, and what some of these influential people in property are saying when they're doing all these auctions. So just trying to get that good information out there, and we'll see you on the next video. If you're liking this video, please hit the like button, please hit comment, give me a comment, tell me anything that you're liking on the channel, and hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos. All right, we'll see you on the next one. All right then, bye.